Hey everybody, some time ago I did a video on how single shot shotguns are still awesome, showcasing their versatility. I didn't expect that to be a hit video, but I guess I'm not the only fan. I grew up in a poor household, and the single shot was the embodiment of the do-it-all hunting and house gun. You just couldn't break them, and they were inexpensive. If you follow me for a long time, you know my family still has a Winchester Model 37 16-gauge shotgun. So needless to say, these guns run deep for me. But single-shot shotguns aren't the norm like they used to be. H&R, perhaps the most prominent maker of these guns, has been out of the business for a few years. And overall, the ones that are still on the market are imported. Not to mention you can now get a pump-action shotgun for an increasingly low price, and that's what most people are going with. But when Henry decided to release their own single-shot shotgun in late 2017, I was ready to listen. Henry's single-shot shotgun comes in 12 or 20 gauge and 410 bore. This one is in 410. It features a rubber butt pad and a beautifully checkered walnut stock mated to a blued action. The gun opens via a dog lever on the top, and you can put your single round in to the chamber. The gun is single action, and it requires the hammer to be cocked to the rear and the light pull of the trigger to set the gun off. There are no manual safeties to worry about, and the only sighting system on this gun is a plain brass bead front sight. Outwardly, the Henry is a simple gun, and the 410 version wears a 26-inch barrel and an invector style of full choke to make the most out of the small amount of shot that the 410 is known for throwing, even though this gun is chambered to use 3-inch shells. But as a versatile gun, I decided to launch both slugs, buckshot, and birdshot out of this gun just to see what it was capable of. Shooting slugs out of a full choke barrel can be a bit of a challenge, and it is not recommended by Henry's manual. A choke is a constriction at the end of the muzzle that tightens your shot patterns. However, with a slug, we'll only have one projectile, and it just swages down the slug as it comes out of the barrel. This can result in poor accuracy, especially in a full choke, and in my experience, even so, the accuracy I got at about 30 yards was acceptable for close-range deer hunting. I could get it into a hand-sized group, but a little bit high. A modified or cylinder bore choke would be much better, and I wish it had been included with the kit. But this single full choke does pay off in what most people will use a 410 for, conventional shot loads, because the full choke will give you that maximum range, and as you can see here, this number 6 birdshot load is patterning quite well. Even at 30 yards, you're getting quite a few hits still on the aiming point. And this sort of load will be great for birds, squirrel, and rabbit at that sort of distance. You will be in meat with the Henry, but what if you need to shoot something a little more serious? While a single-shot shotgun may be the last choice for home defense, you could do worse, even in 410. I tried several different types of buckshot loads, including the Federal No. 4 buckshot, which has 9 pellets, and the Federal Defense load, which has 5 pellets of triple-odd buckshot. In any case, at 7 yards, we're talking about one large hole where all those pellets are going through. I would not want to be hit by that. In the end, I wasn't disappointed with Henry's offering. It brought back many memories, in fact. There were a few issues, some that you can see on the video, where the gun refuses to cock when the action is closed, very gently. I try to cock the hammer, it will stay stuck in its position until I can open the gun again and close it more briskly. This is to prevent the gun from being fired when it's not fully locked. So you'll need to be a little brisk with this gun in order to get it to fire. But with that said, the gun was 100% reliable for me. The recoil was very light, even though this is a nice trim gun. But again, in 410, we're not talking a whole lot of recoil. It was a ton of fun, and I have to give props to Henry for making a good gun and bringing it back to the American market.